Doug, what's your take on the markets? I mean, what is the outlook if Donald Trump wins the presidency or if Hillary Clinton is the winner?
Basically, the foundation of the United States economy is pretty good. It's in fact positive. I hear many people say they wish that they had the cards dealt that we have in the United States. So either presidential candidate should lead to better markets in the long run, but there could be a lot more volatility with a Trump presidency than a Clinton presidency because there's so many unknowns about what kind of policies would be put in place as well as what sort of team would be put around Donald Trump.
Well, the conventional wisdom is that if Donald Trump is the winner, that there will be a sell-off, and that if Hillary Clinton wins the White House, that there'll be a relief rally. But is the conventional wisdom right in this case in an election that there's nothing conventional about it?
The one thing that I would say is that there is this conventional wisdom about the day after the election. But what I look at is more like what would be the trends that we could see looking forward. And those are not really that different no matter who becomes the president of the United States.
Why is that?
Because even though we've had a slow growth, our banking system is very strong. We have strong capital, we have strong liquidity. Our labor market has been improving. And last week and the prior quarters, one of the most important indicators we saw was wage growth. And wage growth is very positive for our economy. It means people have more money in their pocket. We're going to have to see what happens at the holiday season this year. We still have a very resilient economy, and very importantly, we have a very innovative economy. So I'm very positive about the economy. Even if there is a big drop or a big uptick the day after the election, I'm positive about where we can head in the long run.
So are you saying, though, that it really doesn't matter who ends up in the White House, that the stock market will be just fine?
I'm not going to predict where the stock market's going to go, but what I'll tell you is that the underlying conditions of the economy are going to be the same no matter who goes in. And it's really going to be up to seeing what sort of cooperation there is between the administration and Congress and the business community.
So, Doug, as you look at key stock sectors, which ones would be winners or losers depending on who wins the White House?
Overall, if you look at the healthcare sector, I think there will be an impact no matter who wins the White House. We see that the Affordable Care Act is one of the most important areas. If there is a major overhaul and it becomes more socialized, it could have a negative impact on the healthcare industry. Whether it's Clinton or Trump, if we see more deregulation in that sector, the healthcare industry is going to benefit. So generally speaking, it might benefit more with the Trump presidency than a Clinton presidency.
So I'm not going to ask you, Doug, who you're going to be voting for, specifically Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. But if they asked you for your advice on what is the single most important policy change that you'd like to see to come out of the new administration that would really help businesses and give a big boost to the economy, what would you tell them?
Reform our tax system. Our tax system is complicated. It's based off of an agrarian industrial economy of post-World War II. It's become so complicated from special interests that we have an opportunity to simplify it and to make all of that extra cash that people would save go into building businesses and investing in jobs and growth.